Listen carefully, my little child, because I am calling you close right now. You have questioned if I am as near as my word says. You have looked for answers, and you have pondered whether I have heard your call. Yes, I am here, and I have never turned away. I tell you now, I have seen every sigh, every quiet tear, and every query that is hidden deep inside your heart. Even at the times when you felt most exposed and vulnerable, the angels I sent to you have been on guard, keeping you safe. You are not forgotten, nor are you disregarded. A change is already taking place in your life, a stirring in the invisible world. Heaven has been getting ready for this particular season, even if you may not feel it yet. My presence is now confronting the burden you have carried, the uncertainty that has attempted to settle in your thoughts, and the anxieties that have spoken to you in the night. Because I don't abandon my kids to fend for themselves, I don't leave the people I care about to roam aimlessly. I lead, I guide, and I set the path. I've heard you ask yourself, why does it seem like I'm motionless? Why does it seem like there is a weight in the answers? It hasn't been a pointless wait. My kid, what seemed to be quiet was really planning in order to prevent the impending collapse. Under pressure, I was bringing everything into alignment, removing obstacles that were invisible to you, and fortifying the foundation itself. I was working precisely, I wasn't being remote. I am aware of the internal struggles you have had, including mental strain, fear that attempts to smother your optimism, and the desire to judge yourself by material achievement rather than by my timeless plan. I am aware of the strain that friendships and relationships have had on you, and you have questioned whether or not others really understand how deeply you feel. I understand your need for advancement, a breakthrough, or anything that at last seems like progress. Listen, your tale doesn't stop here. A new chapter is about to begin. Your angels haven't been sitting around doing nothing. What was intended to destroy you has been pushed back by them. My hand saved you from being touched by some of the storms you believed would shatter you. I granted you perseverance, but the adversary devised tension so intense that it would break your spirit. Fear attempted to restrain you, but I used whispers that you weren't even aware were mine to instill bravery in your heart. Greater miracles are still to come, as shown by every miracle that has brought you thus far. Waiting is not the same as abandoning. Silence is not the same as absence. The doors that were previously closed are going to open with heavenly ease, as I am saying right now and announcing over your life. You will see seemingly unattainable chances, connections that will grow rather than break you, and unexpected sources of supply. This is what I promise. It's not wishful thinking. But pay close attention. There is no more room for indecision. I have bestowed upon you insight, knowledge, and the strength of my spirit. I am requesting that you trust me right now. But I am not asking you to act carelessly. Delay disguised as prudence and presented as wisdom is what the opposing power feeds on. But when I speak, genuine knowledge hears and follows. You will miss the time I created for you. If you hold on to dread too strongly, and the weight of this moment, my darling, is forever, I will draw your attention to some connections that are meant to help you in the future, and I will gently remove others from your path, since they are no longer necessary for your success. This will be divine alignment rather than loss. People will notice you because of who you are in me, not because of what you can accomplish for them. They will help you walk into the purpose I created for you before time ever started. Remind you of your value and fortify your faith. My child, walk boldly in faith and love with your super Thanksgiving $2. Let the truth of my word reach those who long for the light. Join me in this divine mission to heal and uplift. Click on the Super Thanksgiving button and be enveloped in my grace now. And listen to this message further. You are not defined by stress. You will not be controlled by fear. Success will be determined by the lasting results of your life, not by the norms of this world. I'll demonstrate to you that genuine advancement is everlasting, spiritual and emotional, in addition to being monetary and social. You'll progress in ways that uplift those around you and calm your spirit. Every failure will be used as a springboard for success. Already the angels are in motion. As of right now, tasks are being changed. Barriers are being removed. And heavenly connections are being made. What seemed to be chance meetings will turn out to have been planned by my hand. When you look back, you'll see that nothing was wasted. Not the suffering, the weight, or the questions that remain unanswered. You were being prepared for the revelation of my bigger plan by everything. Don't take this hour lightly, because what is happening is more significant than your comfort level or your short-term requirements. I am setting you up for impact, influence, and miracles that will change the lives of others. What I pour into you will flow through you and not stop there. The extent to which my gift spreads throughout your life will depend on how you handle this season. So listen to me once more. Go ahead without holding back. Don't allow fear to pass for knowledge. Avoid losing attention due to stress. Don't allow the allure of fleeting success to prevent you from seeing priceless value, because I am leading you into a time when miracles will be commonplace rather than infrequent occurrences. If you decide to walk in faith rather than fear type, I trust you, Lord. In the comment section, you have to understand that your life is not typical. My darling, you were unique from the start. I spoke purpose over you before you ever breathed your first breath, because you have a destiny worth preserving. Every angel that has protected you has done so. The resistance you have encountered as evidence of the grandeur I instilled in you. The adversary doesn't spend money on people who aren't dangerous. Your calling is strong, which is why your struggles have been fierce. You are learning to view in a new way. From me should gauge your value based on timeless truth, rather than transient hardships or short-lived triumphs. You will experience stress, but it won't break you, although fear will murmur. It won't control you. There may be challenges, but they will be humbled by my name. Knowing that it was my hand that raised you, you will bear success with humility when it arrives, as it will even now. Angels are waiting to guide you into heavenly chances as they stand on the doorway of your destiny. They're awaiting your affirmative response, because heaven acts with unstoppable power on your behalf. When you link your faith with my voice, you have an hour to make a choice. Not tomorrow, not when you're feeling more ready right now. You're already outfitted by me. My spirit has already filled you. You already have bravery because of me. Don't back down, don't wait. Proceed to what I am about to tell, because I am showing you, my dear, that not all the thoughts that come to you are the result of your spirit. Some whispers are planted by the enemy, disguised in your own voice, and are meant to fool you into thinking they are the truth when they are really a diversion. However, my spirit is faithful to teach your ear to distinguish between the eternal and the transient, the holy and the empty. That's why I keep calling you to lean into my voice. You will only be able to distinguish between the echo of deceit and the voice of my truth if you have a thorough understanding of me. Unexpected moments of panic, unexpected stress, or unexplained uncertainties have all been difficult for you. However, I want you to understand that they are not arbitrary. The enemy creates shadows in the hopes that you would believe them, since he is aware of your weaknesses and the ideas that will undermine your self-esteem. But you have to understand that he is a vanquished enemy when weighed against my when. His threats are nothing, my words. Light dispels his darkness. Don't allow him to fabricate a new version of your narrative, because I am the one who called you, and I am the one who wrote and completed your faith. To help you, I am sending my angels. Angels are all around you in your time of trial, just as they were for me in the desert. You never were, and you were not fighting alone. There were times when you felt like your power was ebbing away, but you got back up. That wasn't a coincidence. That was the heavenly presence supporting you, and my spirit raising you. You have to start seeing your life as a holy journey that is always accompanied by heaven, rather than as a collection of unrelated incidents. You've relied on your own wisdom long enough, dear. I never wanted you to know all the answers or solve all the puzzles. The delusion that you have to maintain your composure has been the burden bearing down on your soul. Now release it, because your vulnerability perfects my strength. You will achieve freedom sooner. If you give up, you don't realize how crucial this season is. The enemy intensifies his diversions. The world is changing rapidly, and people's hearts are restless. However, I am speeding up my job. At the same time, what used to take years is now completed in months. In a few days, the seemingly impossible will become achievable. You cannot afford to hesitate because of this. What no power of evil can shut, your obedience will open. Recognize that some possibilities are traps disguised as favors. Although they seem cozy, some partnerships are really traps. You need my wisdom because of this. Because I see more than your eyes can. I am aware of where every route goes, and if you continue to follow my guidance, I will not let you stray into what will harm you. The next phase of your life, child, is based on content rather than looks. Shall be molded by deep roots in me, rather than by superficial goals. In order for you to live life to the fullest, I am breaking the habits of superficial living. This implies that certain behaviors need to change. Some talks need to change. Some partnerships have to end. At first it will seem like a loss, but you will quickly view it as a liberation. Remember that when you release the things that are weighing you down, you create space for the things that will make you feel better. My tranquility cannot live with stress. Where my love rules, fear cannot exist. The space set aside for permanent delight cannot be filled by fleeting thrills. Your problems are being exchanged for gifts. Your hope for hope and your weakness for my power. The angels are waiting for you, beloved. They have been tasked with clearing invisible obstacles, opening doors of opportunity, and whispering words of encouragement. When the night seems to drag on, some of the miracles you are going to see will be the result of heavenly involvement, orchestrated at my order rather than your own efforts, and you'll know it was providence rather than chance when it occurs. Develop your inner vision. I implore you, you will misunderstand the season if you solely use your natural sight. You will refer to what is really preparation as a delay. What is truly protection is resistance, and what is truly realignment is loss. But you will recognize the holy pattern. If you perceive via my spirit, every door that was shut will have saved you. Every failure will have shaped you, and every unanswered prayer will have been channeled into something bigger. Lord, when will things change? You have wailed, and they are already changing. I tell you, before the apparent emerges, the invisible is changing. Don't wait to believe until you can see with your own eyes. Now is the time to believe, because believing leads to manifestation. What is concealed is brought to light by faith. If you feel me pushing you into awkward positions, don't be shocked. It is unusual for growth to seem soft. Stretching is frequently the first step toward transformation. I won't let you stay in places that aren't big enough for your calling. And even though fear will attempt to stop you, my Spirit will give you the strength to overcome it. You'll come to see that I utilized the very thing that you believed would bring you down to crown you. Sometimes you worrying about making a mistake or failing. However, child, you cannot escape my compassion despite your mistakes. I am capable of redirecting, restoring, and straightening up wayward roots. Don't let your fear of making a mistake stop you. Trust me, and I'll lead you as you go. Allow me to explain relationships in detail, since the people you are around by will influence your course. I'm bringing those who uplift your soul and taking away those that deplete it. Covenant, not convenience, is the foundation of a true relationship. I will send partners who will raise you up when you stumble, pray for you when you're tired, and remind you of my promises when you forget. And in exchange, I'll show you how to be that sort of buddy. Your feelings of loneliness won't last forever. I'm weaving your heart into a larger religious family. Although success will arrive, it won't overwhelm you, while it won't boost self-esteem. It will exalt my name. I'll make it possible for your voice, talents, and influence to go farther than you could have ever dreamed. However, I will also firmly plant you so that your foundation won't be shaken. By the heights you achieve, there will be miracles. Some will be personal, such as mental calmness, physical healing, or relationship repair. Others will be external, your professional doors opening, supplies coming when none were, and innovations that can only be attributed to my hand. I am still the God who multiplies, the one who transforms water into wine, and the Savior who uses words to soothe storms, as you will witness. However, keep in mind that miracles are not amusement. They are requests for more confidence. They are indicators that I am with you. Avoid missing the source by following the sign. Keep your roots in me, and the signs will come easily. If you decide to let go of all your burdens and walk in freedom with me, type "Lord, I surrender" in the comments section. Progress is on the way, child, but not only the type that can be quantified or tallied. It will include advancements in spiritual maturity, wisdom, and soul development. You'll realize that fear no longer holds you as it once did. You'll notice that worrying no longer disturbs your tranquility. You'll come to see that success no longer defines you. Rather, it fulfills the mission I gave you. We are so grateful for your support in spreading God's message of hope, love, and blessings. If this message has inspired you, consider showing gratitude with the $11 super thanks. Your support helps us create more encouraging content and reach more hearts. Stay happy, stay healthy, and stay blessed. My love will be reflected in your relationships. My knowledge will be reflected in your choices. Your actions will coincide with my schedule. This is what real development entails. Not just progress, but advancement in the correct direction. I am guiding you toward a time when uncertainty will give way to clarity. You'll awaken with a mission. You'll sleep peacefully. You may stroll knowing that I am with you. You will also be unfazed by difficulties, which will come because you will understand that you are surrounded by the armies of heaven, that you are filled with my Spirit, and that nothing can succeed against you. I summon you into this higher reality, a life that is determined by my vows, rather than by external factors, a voyage elevated by faith and not burdened by dread, a future unbounded by restrictions and enlarged by grace. I'm telling this to wake you up, beloved, not to scare you. There are times in history and in a person's life when heaven opens out in different ways. These seasons are not typical. They are portals to the future. This is one I don't want you to miss, because what I am delivering right now is in accordance with my everlasting purpose, not just a response to petitions. What you choose to do at this time will affect not only your current situation, but also the path taken by future generations. This is why my words are weighed down by urgency. Sometimes you ask yourself, how will I know, Lord? How can I see well? How can I know whether it's really you? I have already infused you with my Spirit. My child, you are mine, and my sheep recognize my voice. You will hear more clearly. The more you reduce the distractions, your faith will become stronger. The more you let go of fear. I don't employ riddles to trick you. I speak in truth to guide you, even if my words are quiet, like a whisper in the night. They will have a force that your soul cannot ignore. At my order, every angel on your road is already in motion. They are setting up heavenly encounters, making room for possibilities, and shielding you from unseen traps. You may be tempted to wonder whether you did anything wrong, and some friendships and doors will abruptly change. Keep your composure. These are indications that I am providing you with accurate guidance to give you what cannot be taken away. I take away what cannot be kept. I need you to let go of the guilt you feel from your previous indecision. My darling, you have relived the times you hesitated, questioned, and allowed fear to stop you. You thought about what may have happened if you had taken action sooner. But listen, those regrets are not who you are. Your future does not lie with them. They weren't the whole narrative. They were just chapters I make up for lost time. I bring back lost chances. I revived what seemed to be completed. You are exactly on time for what I am about to reveal. You are not late. The falsehoods that tell you that you are forgotten, that you are behind, and that you are worthless are what I am fighting. I'm not the source of those murmurs. The person who is afraid of your breakthrough is the source of them. I say your finest days are ahead of you, even if he wants you to think they are over. I say you are standing at the doorway of promise, but he wants you to believe. You have lost your opportunity. I say get up even if he wants you to give up. What I am teaching you is a holy bravery. It will be faith in me rather than conceit. You will enter spaces for which you previously felt unworthy. Words that you previously believed were too weighty for your tongue will now be spoken. You will pray with authority that shakes the environment. This audacity will come from my spirit, not your might, because I'm giving you authority from above. Stop thinking in little steps. I made you for a purpose, so don't settle for survival. To merely get through another week, another year, or another cycle of the same. I'm not phoning you. I'm calling on you to break free from repetitive patterns, to go forward and to explore new territory. You won't be caught in never-ending cycles of anxiety, dread, or indecision, because I am severing the bonds that held you back and guiding you toward an unbreakable liberation. But sacrifice is necessary for this liberation. Kid, you can't have both freedom and control. You cannot simultaneously understand faith and fear. Let me go and loosen your tight hold on something you can't cure. You create room for miracles when you let go. And there will be miracles, I assure you, even if they may not always show up as you had hoped. They will always bear my hand's mark. Relationships that you believed were irreparable will be mended. Provision will show up where resources were lacking. Doors that would have been impossible for you to open on your own will swing wide. Additionally, you will see healing flowing where you previously believed the wounds would never heal. My spirit is at work on this, and it's just getting started. Additionally, you need to prepare your heart for the fact that opposition is a natural part of growth. The enemy will be aware of every move you make. He will try to divert your attention by presenting you with chances that seem enticing but are not from me. Convincing voices that are devoid of truth and overpowering feelings that are not grounded in reality. For this reason, discretion is essential. You'll squander time without it. You will walk directly into destiny with it. Do not let this opposition scare you, because I haven't abandoned you. My word is a weapon sharper than any sword. My spirit is a guide for your ways, and angels are there to defend your path. You're not going to go unarmed. You won't be unprepared for the future. You've already been given all you need. And keep this in mind. I use the enemy's ideas to my advantage. What was intended to hurt you ends up becoming the source of your triumph. What was supposed to hold you back ends up becoming the thing that propels you forward. What was intended to silence you turns into indisputable testimony. Beloved, I am not merely preparing you for comfort. I'm getting you ready for impact. You are being brought up to be a voice in a noisy society, a light in a dark world, and a source of calm. At a time of worrying, people will see more than just survival. When they look at your life, they will see my glory. They will see what occurs When a kid entirely surrenders their life to me and trusts their father, however, this starts with a decision. Will you let go of your fear or hold on to it? Are you going to wait, or will you come forward? Will you become less sensitive to my speech, or will you allow distractions to dull your senses? Although I can't make your decision, I will provide you the tools you need to make the best one. You are on a holy threshold. When you relocate, not everyone will understand why. What you see is not what others will see. However, you can't wait for clearance. You can't hold back for other people's comfort. Watch how the angels clear the way ahead if you obey me. Watch the flow of supply and obey me. Follow my instructions and see how swiftly my plans come to pass. When you coincide with my timing, the hour has come, my darling. The window is open, it's a straightforward call. Don't allow reluctance to rob you of what has been assigned to you. I go before you, I am with you, and I won't let you do it alone. Now, my darling child, come forward fearlessly. The period of indecision is over, and my presence has lit your way. All of the angels I have assigned are prepared to lead, guard, and carry you to your designated location. You must have faith to seek for every blessing I have planned for you. They are all waiting and active. Accept the freedom I provide and let go of the burdens of uncertainty, fear, and delay. Step with confidence because I am beside you, and nothing can stop what I have spoken. Your life will radiate my glory. Your triumph is certain and your destiny safe. Please subscribe to support our channel and turn on bell notification.